Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are discussing about the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In previous lecture we have studied in detail about both types of respiration. In this topic we discuss the major difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First property which is studied in both types of respiration is presence of oxygen. As it is indicated from the name of the respiration, aerobic respiration take place in the presence of oxygen and anaerobic respiration take place in the absence of oxygen. So we can write it in aerobic respiration oxygen is present, or in anaerobic respiration there is no presence of oxygen. Next property which is study is number of ATP as a net profit. We have calculate in energy calculation step that in case of aerobic respiration the total number of ATP which is produced is 36, and in case of anaerobic respiration only 2 molecules of ATP are produced. In case of aerobic respiration, final product is carbon dioxide and water. For example, if we take glucose as a reactant, it is broken down in the presence of oxygen. Final product is carbon dioxide and water. This is the end product in case of respiration. On the other hand, if we take anaerobic respiration, glucose is broken down either into lactic acid or into ethyl alcohol, which is known as ethanol, along with the formation of a carbon dioxide. This is the end product in case of anaerobic respiration. Next factor which is study is site of occurrence. Aerobic respiration is divided into three steps. The first step is known as glycolysis, which is taken place in cytoplasm. We can write it. The first step of aerobic respiration, which is glycolysis, take place in cytoplasm. And another two step which is known as Krebs cycle plus electron transport chain. These both steps take place in mitochondria. So we can say that aerobic respiration is take place in two organelle. One is cytoplasm, and another organelle in which Krebs cycle and electron transport chain proceed is mitochondria. On the other hand, the whole process of anaerobic respiration is take place in cytoplasm. Next factor which is study is importance. Anaerobic respiration act as a source of a number of a product. If we say aerobic respiration, we can say it is a major source of energy for most organism, because a lot amount of ATP, for example 36 ATP is produced in case of aerobic respiration. So we can write it's important. It is a major source of energy. Major source of energy for most organisms. This is the basic importance of aerobic respiration. On the other hand, anaerobic respiration have another importance in the organism. We can say that it is a source of energy. Source of energy for anaerobes. कुछ ऑर्गेनिजम्स ऐसे हैं जो कि ऑक्सीजन की एब्सेंस में जो है वो सरवाइव करते हैं। अब उन ऑर्गेनिजम्स को जो भी एनर्जी है वो किसके ज़रिए प्रोवाइड होगी? एनारोबिक रिस्पायरेशन के ज़रिए। इट इज़ आल्सो एक्ट एज अ सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी इन केस ऑफ शॉर्ट सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन। जैसे मैंने आपको प्रीवियस एग्जांपल दी थी कि ह्यूमन के केस में जब हम कोई एक्सट्रीम फिजिकली एक्टिविटी वाला कोई काम करते हैं, वी कैन से दैट हम रनिंग कर रहे हैं, रनिंग में हमारी बॉडी को ज़्यादा एनर्जी की ज़रूरत होती है, तो उस केस में जो एरोबिक रिस्पायरेशन है वो हमारी एनर्जी की डिमांड को कंपनसेट पूरा नहीं कर सकती। अब जो एडिशनल एनर्जी चाहिए वो हमें एनारोबिक रिस्पायरेशन से चाहिए, जो है वो हमारी बॉडी को मिलेगी। तो सो वी कैन राइट इट इज़ अ सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी इन केस ऑफ शॉर्ट सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, कि जब ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई हमारी बॉडी को कम होती है उस केस में ये एनर्जी को जो है वो कंपनसेट करता है। मोर ओवर इट इज़ आल्सो एक्ट एज अ source of many product. For example, here ethanol is produced. In similar process we can get cheese or other bakery items, other dairy products. We can write it source of anaerobic respiration is act as a source of many products. For example, ethanol and cheese. These are few products which are obtained in case of anaerobic respiration. These are the major differences which show a difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Thank you.